Ukrainian drones attacked the Russian frigate Admiral Essen in the port of Novorossiysk. This happened on the night of May 23rd, according to Robert Mager Brody, the commander of the Unmanned Systems Forces. According to him, a missile ship belonging to the occupiers, the Hrushova Balka oil depot, and the Sheskari's oil terminal were also hit. The extent of the damage to the frigate itself is being clarified. By the way, this isn't the first hit. The ship has already been damaged at least 3 times. Dmytro Pletenchuk, spokesperson for the Ukrainian Navy, is joining our broadcast. Welcome.
Greetings, Mr. Danilo. Good morning to the studio and all the viewers.
What is known about the damage sustained by the Admiral Essen this time?
At the moment, I am not ready to confirm this information. I think that for some time it probably still needs to be verified. But as of now, unfortunately, I can't tell you with 100% certainty that it was indeed him. For example, I am not ready to do so.
Overall, this frigate, the Admiral Essen, and those units of the naval fleet that, as of today, are still capable of performing their functions under the command of the Russian Federation. What condition are they in, and how does Russia mainly use them for aggression against Ukraine?
In fact, the entire existing Black Sea fleet of the so-called Russian Federation's naval forces can currently be divided into 2 distinct categories. Those that can effectively reach our sovereign territory, and those that simply cannot. And only the carriers of cruise missiles are able to do so accordingly. The remaining vessels in the fleet essentially have one primary objective: to simply focus on surviving while staying at their base in Novorossiysk. They manage this with varying degrees of success, but nonetheless they are still present. Among those capable of striking territory are 2 frigates, the Admiral Essen and the Admiral Makarov, as well as 3 versatile small missile ships of the Buyan M class, and a minimum of 2 submarines of Project 636. And their technical condition is quite difficult to assess. While they do occasionally still make use of these vessels, it is more likely they are trying to carefully conserve their remaining strategic resources, because now that they are in the 5th year of the war, they essentially cannot leave these waters, nor can they undergo proper dry docking for any significant or extended period of time. And it is precisely for this reason, and of course due to the significant inherent danger as well, we almost never see them out at sea, except for those rare moments when they go out to launch cruise missiles, as unfortunately happened yesterday.
Yesterday, Russians also launched missiles from occupied Crimea. Please tell us what is known about the infrastructure on the temporarily occupied peninsula for launching these and other missiles.
These are mobile launchers, so the infrastructure here is rather makeshift. And actually, it's more about their tactics of use, specifically so that we can detect them. They operate and move exclusively under the cover of night, in most cases carefully avoiding all public roads to remain undetected, and as a direct result of this, the specific launch sites are kept highly secret and confidential. So yes, it is quite a challenging and complex target to locate, but yes, in fact, they are also not utilizing this equipment for its primary intended purpose. This is also an anti-ship system.
As of today, overall, how is the level of defense of the Crimean Peninsula changing? Because this peninsula not only defends itself from Ukrainian strikes, it also serves as a kind of barrier against Ukrainian drones in terms of electronic warfare detection systems, since the Russians use the territory of the peninsula to shield the territory of the Russian Federation with this barrier. As of today, do they have enough resources to, in particular, compensate in this regard for the losses that are regularly inflicted on them by the Ukrainian Defense Forces?
Well, as you can clearly see, there are a significant and substantial number of losses. Last night, various events also unfolded and occurred there on the territory of temporarily occupied Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea, and these events are transpiring and manifesting quite systematically and quite often. In all probability, the answer is yes, they do manage to restore some part of it, but of course, maintaining their capabilities in the face of the heavy losses they have sustained, especially when it comes to sophisticated air defense systems and direct radar surveillance, is probably a difficult task for them, and most likely the number of successful uses will continue to grow over time.
On the night of May 23rd, temporarily occupied Crimea was attacked by UAVs. Powerful explosions were heard in Jankoy. After the drone strikes, a fire broke out near the railway tracks. This was reported by the Telegram channel Crimean Wind, citing satellite imagery data. Thermal signals are being detected on the railway tracks near the station. it is likely that a train carrying fuel or military equipment is on fire. Novorossiysk also came under a massive drone attack on the night of May 23rd. Many local residents are now actively sharing video footage of the active air defense systems in action online. There are reports of fires at the Grushevaya Balka oil depot and at the Sheskharis oil transshipment terminal, the largest in southern Russia. It handles the reception, storage, and export shipment of oil and petroleum products onto tankers. In the middle of the night, sirens warning of drone and missile threats sounded. Local residents complained about explosions. Subsequently, the operational headquarters of Krasnodar Krai reported that debris from downed UAVs had fallen in Novorossiysk. Supposedly, it was because of this, and not a direct hit, that the fire broke out at the oil depot, where several technical and administrative buildings caught fire. In addition, fragments of drones fell on the territory of the fuel terminal. In Perm Krai, the city of Gubaka came under drone attack.
Oh man, this stuff is actually really quite sticky, isn't it?
The strike hit the Metafrax chemical plant, one of the largest producers of methanol and chemical products in Russia. The distance from the Ukrainian border to the facility is 1,600 kilometers. The plant produces substances that are used in the manufacture of explosives and weapons components. In Udmurtia, an air raid alert was also declared on the morning of May 23rd. According to the Telegram channel Astra, drones may have attempted to attack an electrical substation.
Essentially, right over in that area, that's where it was burning. There was a drone here. It was quite hazardous, but now something else is burning.
And in Irkutsk, a Russian scientific center specializing in technologies for the extraction and processing of gold, rare and precious metals caught fire.